Welcome back. You're with us on Closing Bell. Before we move on and talk about other important factors in the market, let's address a story that Ritu, broke out just a couple of hours back, and this is in the latest in the Dish TV Yes Bank case. We have accessed Dish TV Minority Investor Association's letter to the Dish TV board, which was also sent to the stock exchanges, to SEBI, as well as to the company's creditors. Ritu Singh has the details. Ritu, there are some allegations here about a lapse in corporate governance.
That's right. Surbhi, the Dish TV Minority Investor Association has actually alleged a breach in corporate governance by Dish TV because they failed to disclose the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting letter, which approved director nominations on its board to the exchanges. So we've accessed this letter that you spoke about, written by the Minority Investor Association, which is addressed to the board of the company, SEBI, stock exchanges, various creditors and stakeholders, in which they've stated that through an RTI that they had filed, they obtained the information that the ministry has approved names of 6 independent directors as early as the 26th of December last year. And since then, Dish TV failed to disclose this permission or letter to stock exchanges and also delayed the appointment of directors which were approved by the ministry and thereby committed a breach in corporate governance. The letter also states that these breaches are especially serious given that Dish TV's directors and officers have also previously been reprimanded and also fined by exchanges and SEBI for multiple violations of corporate governance and listing requirements. Now, the letter is important because this comes ahead of Dish TV's EGM on the 3rd of March, where it is going to seek shareholders' approval to nominate 4 independent directors on its board. And herein lies another issue because according to our sources in Yes Bank, the names proposed by Dish TV do not include any of the independent director names which were proposed by Yes Bank and also approved by the ministry. Remember, this tussle between Yes Bank and Dish TV, of course, has been ongoing given that Yes Bank, is a large shareholder with 24% stake. Of course, that has now been transferred to JC Flowers. But as per our sources, of the 4 names that have been proposed by Dish TV, 2 have not even been approved by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and therefore the shareholders, the minority shareholders, have demanded that the company convene a board meeting and approve these directors, which were named by the ministry, and hold the management accountable for not making the adequate disclosures.
Okay, all right, Ritu, thank you very much for getting us those details there. It's an important story there. And Ritu, of course, keeping us on the top of it. The market continues to chug along. It continues to look at gains at a very steady clip, actually. Mid-cap index up about 1.5%. The other aspect is, of course, the advanced decline ratio has shown a fair amount of interest and momentum. Today we've got 2,300 stocks advancing. And that hasn't happened in a while as well.
Well, we've been talking about auto sales. We've been talking about, earnings and the likes, and this El Nino effect as well. I'm not sure what's going on with, some of these companies, Rupa, Dollar, Lovable, all of them, they are flying away in today's trading session. Prakash.